Afternoon, Jared. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. Good to see you. So, first things first, we're coming up to the season. A lot of people wanted to ask, what did you take away from last season? There was a big theme of progress, making your way up, doing better than you did last year.
Yeah.
What do you think you took away from last season?
I think we had a good season, but I think me and Dangy spend a lot of time together discussing things after every game, every training session, and between ourselves, there was a feeling of there could have been much more. I think we were in a great position in the league, and then we hit a blip at the wrong time. We're notorious slow starters, and that didn't help us. And then coming into the tail end of the season, when we had a chance to really put the pressure on, we kind of lost it at the wrong time. And the same kind of with the playoff final. Whatever happened with Dangy happened. Stu Ashton came in and played solid, and at the end of the day, that third period, we had enough chances to win the game. What it came down to was when they had the chance, they scored the goal, and every credit to them. That's a team that wins. Do you know what I mean? They come up with a big goal at the big time, and they won the league and playoffs, and you've got to give them credit for that. And I think that's kind of what we were looking for. When we were looking to put this team together, is you need the character guys that pop up with the goals when you really need one. They might not get 25, 30 goals a year, but they'll get 5 important ones, and that's what we've kind of looked for in searching for new players and seeing guys on the ice. We've been on the ice 8 weeks all summer. We've had loads of different guys come on and skate with us, guys that have come themselves. We haven't asked them, they've come over because they want to sort of impress us, and we've seen a lot of good players, and things are ongoing. I think we've got the plan that we want to go forward with. There
has been a lot of talk this season about EPL players dropping down divisions.
Yeah.
Two-way contracts with EPL teams. So, can I ask, have you spoken to any players at all that maybe hasn't been announced yet? Have you got a better idea of the lineup that's coming?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think we're pretty much there. We've got a couple of guys that have come kind of out of the blue that we're negotiating with now, and we've lost a couple of guys that we thought we were going to get. Pure and simple, I said it before, I saw that some people have put that it's a lame excuse, but the location doesn't help. At the end of the day, we all work. We've all got to get up on a Friday morning. I know better than anyone that, getting home at 3:30 in the morning to get up for work at 6 is not ideal, but, there are guys that want to do it. If you look at the EPL guys that have dropped down, Wallace is from Billingham. He was driving to Manchester to play EPL. He's got his own business, I believe, in Billingham. Where better to play in your hometown club if you're going to play here now. Bowman that's signed there, although he's been down south, he's a Durham lad. So he's from the northeast, he's gone back home. Ideal opportunity. The 2 lads that have signed for Sutton from the EPL are from Sheffield. Sutton are based in Sheffield. So as much as people say, oh, it might be an excuse, the fact of the matter is if you can get a deal without travelling, you do that, and that's as simple as, we have got a great setup here, but there's always another factor. People have lives outside of hockey, and that does influence it. Everyone's got girlfriends, wives, and they want to see as much of people as they can, and it does play a part. So we are speaking to people. We are looking at two-way contracts potentially with some players, and seeing how that develops. But at the moment, we've got nothing set in stone, and I refuse to announce things till they're set in stone. I don't. Rumour mills are there for people that want to find rumours. I'm interested in confirmed players on my roster, and once they're confirmed, they'll be released. Until that point, or if I've spoken to them and they've decided not to come here, then I'm not telling anyone about it, because I think it's unprofessional on my side. And if I'm the sort of coach who goes, oh yeah, well I spoke to him, he's then got to go and sit in front of his coach, and their coach go, oh really? Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to next season, and that person might be interested in moving, they think, oh, I'm not going there. Look at the way he dealt with it last year, and that's not how I operate. I believe that if you're fair with guys, they'll be fair with you, and I've found that all summer. People have been very honest with me about their reasons, and that's just the way it is. We're working hard. I think we will have a very good team. I've said that from day one, and I don't change that. Yeah, we've lost some good players, but they had their reasons, and we understand that. And we had a way we were going with our team that might not have fitted in with all of them. It's just, the way things go.
It's something I can totally sympathise on. If you look at the majority of hockey development in England, especially the north, you're looking at Sheffield, Coventry and Nottingham as the big sort of centres, and if you're looking at your casual hockey, it's definitely Leicester and Reading. So you're right, being the only, one of the 2 rinks in Lancashire doesn't really help. But I mean, is there any youth development programs that are going to help out possibly? Is there anything you can collaborate with other teams or?
Well, that's kind of what we've looked at younger guys this year. Guys that are hungry, want to move up to the next level. They want to play EPL, but to do that, they need a stepping stone, and we're looking to be that stepping stone. So you're going to get good players. An example of that's Miles Dacus from Bradford. He's a GB18. I couldn't tell you the last time we had a GB18 playing here. And he was eager to come here. He had offers from elsewhere, and he wanted to come and play here. And that's what we're looking to do, really, is, we're also keen to get involved in the junior development setup. Myself, Dangy, Ravy, we've been here the last 2 days on a hockey camp that Dangy's run for the junior kids here, because we want to be involved, we want to help develop. So 5 years down the line, some of those kids are coming ready to play for the Hawks, and then we've got sort of a ready-made base of players ready to go, and we haven't got that at the moment. It's sporadic ones and twos. And if you look at the last sort of standout players we've had from junior development, they're Chris Arnone and Rick Bentham, who's now at Manchester Phoenix, and they're sort of 22 years old. So it's a process. We're not going to get ready-made players in a year, 2 years, but we're looking to help develop the guys that are under 18s now, but then develop the younger kids. So whoever's here, I might not be here, but at least 3, 4, 5 years down the line, there's kids starting to come through, and we can feel like when we were here, we started that process.
There's definitely a big level of positivity that's come back from the hockey groups. I mean, from what's been said, you and Dangy have done a fantastic job, and all credit to you. So I think that's absolutely brilliant, players coming up. And there was a lot of positive feedback about Michael Alexander as well, with his performance in Billingham. So I mean, if chance comes up this season, do you think you might bring up some youth in a match or two just to give them an opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, we're desperate. We've got guys that are going to be coming on training. We've got guys that are going to be more involved in the team, young guys. Michael was a perfect example of that. He got a chance to train with us. He trained. When he was ready and he was available, he sat on the bench a bit. When there was opportunity, he got a shift. And then when we needed him, he stepped up and played very well, Unfortunately, he's gone to Sheffield Uni, so now we lose him purely on the fact he's gone to university life. He's got to progress with his own personal life and education and that. So he knows he was more than welcome back here, but I'm not going to get in the way of anyone's education or careers. And I said that before with Jordan Bannon. He's at the point now where he's finished his apprenticeship with Jaguar Land Rover, and he goes on to being an engineer with shift work. So he doesn't know if he's going to be able to commit. I'm not going to say to him, well, you've got to, because he's got to have a career and his life's got to come first. If he's available, he'll come and speak to me and say, oh, I think I can play, and we'll have a conversation, and hopefully, down the line he'll see that he has got time, and we'll hopefully see Jordan back this year.
It's a fantastic thought. It's a shame to lose players, but as you said, they've definitely got the reasons. So, sort of coming back to that in the team, we talked about progression, as you say, from last season being the theme. What do you say your theme is coming up to this particular season, especially with Sutton coming up and Nottingham going down? There's a lot more talent shifting round now, and Solway coming up and things like this. So the league is going to look different. What exactly do you think you're going to do with the team this year? What's your game plan?
I think it's going to be the same as every year I've been here. We come with a plan, and I want guys that play to my plan. It's been no different with the last 2 years. The guys have systems, we work on them, they get a playbook, and that's how I want them to play. It's worked for us at times. Other times when we've gone off plan, it's not worked for us. And so, the guys coming in, they know what I want from them. They stick to the plan. I think we'll be successful. I think the league's a lot grittier this year. I think the teams that have come up are physical teams that play good hockey. They've got good hockey players. You look at the guys Solway are adding, and they're going to be a good team. But you've got to be confident in the players you've got, that if we stick to a plan, we're going to be able to push them hard and get results when we need them. And I'm confident in the guys we've got at the moment, and the potential guys that once they're signed on the dotted line, that we will have a very good team. It's going to be a different team to what people have seen before, but the fact is they're still going to be following the same systems and the same ideas, and if they buy into that, then I think we'll be a successful team.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, I've had a chance to talk to some of the longest standing fans myself, and they have said it's always this way. You can't guarantee on the same team every season. There's always a lot of change. So, sort of picking up on that point, what are your hopes for the league this year? What can you see coming out of it?
I think we'll be very competitive. I think we will challenge. I think if you look at the signings people have made already, You know, you've got to look at Solway. I think they've got to be installed as favourites. You know, Billingham aren't going to be any slouches. And then I think Whitley are always good. They've got the advantage of their home rink. They play good hockey. You know, they're a physical team, and they play that game well. And then you look kind of, you know, we've got ourselves in the mix. I think Sutton will be good. I think, you know, they've got good players that have got a pedigree. I think they'll be solid. And on the whole, I think the league will be stronger. I think there's no team that's going to stand out as being massively weak. So I think it will be a good solid. I think everyone will take points off everyone as the year goes on.
That's fantastic. Final question, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans at all?
Just, you know, we're going to have a good season. I think your support is second to none. I've always said that. You are, I think, the best fans in the league. And just get behind the boys, you know. There's new guys coming into the team. I think we're going to be an exciting hockey team that's going to play good, solid hockey. And I think just, you know, get yourselves along and enjoy the season. I think it's going to be a good one.
Well, that's fantastic. Jared Owen, thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you.